Hello everyone and welcome to Marcus Bayer, episode 20. Episode 19 ended halfway through a long call to Denise. She'd just caught him lying about having been to school in England, and of course he was lying about having been to Amsterdam. How much was he lying about that? Well, you're going to enjoy the next bit because our geographically challenged man is going to tie himself up in knots in a bit. You know, if you're going to pretend you're coming from England, at least learn something about England. Well, you know, you could learn something about Amsterdam if you're going to tell me you've been there for a month. As I say, I was only there for a week. Actually, probably not even that long. And I know more about Amsterdam than you do. You clearly never went to school in England. So where did you really grow up?
Why do you take me for a liar like this?
Well, because you are lying. I mean, it's very obvious you're lying. Which school did you go to in England?
You know what? I'm not gonna talk because
No.
you're gonna
It's
say
like
it's
you're
a
saying
lie.
you went
I
to
don't need
Oxford
to
University when, I mean, you know, even a brain dead chipmunk
No, don't
would know
worry
you didn't go
about
to
it. I
Oxford
don't want to
University.
talk.
I mean, you
I
might be a
don't want to
brain
talk.
dead chipmunk for all I know.
I don't want to talk, babe.
No, I'm not
You're mocking me.
surprised. Which college did you go to at Oxford?
You're mocking me. I said I don't want to talk.
No, well, you're telling such obvious lies. You know, if you ever told me anything truthful, we could have a proper conversation, couldn't we? Which college did you go to at Oxford?
Don't worry.
No, I'm not worried because I know you've never been anywhere near Oxford. You don't know where that is either, do you?
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
No, I knew you didn't. Where did you really go to school?
Are you satisfied now? I don't know where it is. I don't know where
Well, I know you don't. I know you
came
don't.
from.
I know you don't.
I don't know where I came from. I fell from the sky.
Well, I know where you came from, but, you know, I'm sure you'll work it out one day. Try looking in the mirror. It might give you a clue.
Yeah, I fell from the sky. I guess I'm a superhero.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You're so funny. You won't let me talk. You ask a question, I'll talk, you say it's a lie.
Well, because it always is.
What want me to do?
Because it always is. You know, you haven't said anything truthful yet, have you?
Take it like that, okay? Take it how you want to take it. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'll do. Well, you'll have to go to sleep then, won't you?
Huh?
I said you'll have to go to sleep. It's probably bedtime anyway.
No, it's not.
All right.
Well, for you, but for me, it's not.
Yeah. Well, then you can think about telling me where you really come from. You probably spent all your life in San Francisco. I don't believe anything else. You've clearly never been to Oxford. You've clearly never been to Amsterdam. And you obviously haven't been to Dubai. You just said that because Elizabeth and Lola are there and you thought it would sound good. Have you ever actually left San Francisco? Or have you just spent all your life there, really, haven't you?
What I told you is how I live, okay?
Yeah, well, obviously it wasn't. I think you just spent all your life in San Francisco and you just think it sounds terribly boring. So you're trying to be clever.
Do you know I've only been in San Francisco for like 2 times, 3 times? Yeah, this is the third time I'm in San Francisco.
Yeah, so
You know that?
but I don't believe anything you say now.
This is the third time I'm in here in San Francisco, but it is about the sixth time I've been in California.
Yeah, right. So that probably makes you about 6 years old and you've been once a year. Because that's where you live, really, isn't it?
Huh?
I said that's where you live, really, isn't it?
Right now?
No, all the time. You've clearly never been to England.
No,
Then you've clearly never been to Germany. We know you haven't been to Amsterdam and you've definitely never been to Dubai. So that only leaves San Francisco, doesn't it?
oh my god. Oh my god, you're the funniest person I've ever met. Jesus Christ.
What, you mean because I'm the first person you've ever met that realises you're a pathological liar? I find that hard to
No,
believe, to be fair.
because you're the first person to don't believe my life. Like, it's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, one day you could say the truth. It'd be very interesting if you told me the truth. But I don't suppose you will, because you don't know how to, do you?
I'm truthful. You just don't want to believe me. You tell me I say my life is a lie. This is a lie. It's so painful.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Not that having spent an entire month in Amsterdam and not even knowing where it is really very sad, actually. I mean, anyone that's been to Amsterdam and has not even left the place they were staying in and has been there for a month, you probably saw more of it when the cruise ship docked, you know, the mythical cruise ship from Antwerp to
You can
Amsterdam.
clearly hear me. Listen, babe. You can clearly hear me when I said I went boat cruising. Number one. You can clearly hear me when I said I went skiing. I went to watch a football match, a soccer match, a football match. Okay, you're from England,
Where
so
did you
it's a
go
soccer, it's a
skiing?
football match. Huh?
Where did you go skiing?
Skiing?
You said you went skiing and you went to watch a football match. Where did you go skiing?
I told you earlier in Amsterdam.
You went skiing in Amsterdam. Oh, what? The famous hills of Amsterdam, or maybe the mountains surrounding it. That's probably it, isn't it?
I don't even know where I went to.
Well, if you were skiing, you were probably on a mountain, so it must have been the mountains outside of Amsterdam, surely. Or is there a mountain in the middle of
Definitely, it was the
Amsterdam?
mountains.
It was definitely the
I was
mountains.
there for about 2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours in the mountains outside Amsterdam. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I skied for 2 hours. I'm not good at it.
You just went for 2 hours. You spent, it must have taken you longer than that to climb up the mountain, surely.
I suck at it.
What, you suck at mountain climbing? Or you suck at geography? What are the mountains
I suck.
outside Amsterdam called, by the way?
Huh?
The mountains outside Amsterdam that you went skiing on, what are they called?
Outside Amsterdam or in Amsterdam?
You said you went skiing on the mountains just outside Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the mountains near Amsterdam called? You know, mountains have names usually, like the Himalayas or I
I
can't think of any
told you
others.
I went skiing in Amsterdam. It was called, I don't know the name, but it started with a V. Valsenberg, something like that. I don't even know.
What, a hill in Amsterdam, you mean?
Yeah,
Or a
I
mountain?
never went out of it. If I went out of Amsterdam, I'm not gonna call it Amsterdam.
Right, so it was a hill in Amsterdam that you went up to go skiing.
Yeah.
Right, the famous hills of Amsterdam. It's a bit like Rome, because Rome was built on 7 hills, wasn't
You want
it?
me to tell you where I went to? Or you want me to tell you the park or something like that?
Well, I'm just wondering what the name of the hill was in Amsterdam that you went skiing on.
Yeah, it was a resort. It was a resort at the Mount of Vows. It's called the Mount of Vows. You can check it out.
The what? The Mount.
The Mount of Vows.
How do you spell that?
Vows. VAALS.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that famous mountain in Amsterdam. Yeah, I remember it now. Future me interrupting here, despite his assurance that he never went out of Amsterdam, and if he did, he wouldn't have called it Amsterdam. Google Maps tells me that Wales is approximately 230 kilometres from Amsterdam, and that it would take him approximately 3 hours to get there.
So, it's your turn to tell me about yourself.
Well, unlike you, I have been to Amsterdam. I've never been to
So
Antwerp, though.
you,
I've been to Brussels.
so you haven't been out of England?
You really don't listen, do you?
I didn't hear your last statement.
I said, unlike you, I have been to Amsterdam. I said I haven't been to Antwerp, but I've been to Brussels.
Okay. So you've been to the Netherlands. Cool. So
Congratulations,
any other country?
you've worked out where Amsterdam is. I've been to lots of places. I haven't been to Jamaica though.
So you've been to another country?
I've been to lots of places.
Lots of places. I like that. You're adventurous like me.
Well, so except that unlike you, I have been to Amsterdam. I've never been to Antwerp
So
though. I have been to Brussels.
okay. So have you been to Portugal?
No, I haven't.
Spain?
Yeah, I've been to Spain.
Oh, where in Spain?
I'm always on the south coast. I can't remember the name of the places. We went to, where did we go to? Well, somewhere near Barcelona. That was years ago when the children were small.
Nice. So what did you do in Barcelona?
No, not a lot. I ate ice cream most of the time with children because it was during the summer and it was very hot.
And you were how old at this time?
Sorry, say that again.
Your age at this time when you were there?
My age, well, goodness me. I'm 75 now. Elizabeth is 50. She was about 12 or 13 when we went, so you can work it out.
Yeah, she was so young. So, any other place you've been?
As I said, I've been to lots of places.
Dubai?
No, I've never been to Dubai.
It. Have you been to Italy?
I've been to Venice, yes. Have you been to Italy? No, I shouldn't ask you that because you're going to lie and tell me you have and not be able to tell me anything
No,
about it.
I've not. I've not been to Italy before.
No,
I've not been there before. I would like to go there.
no, and you've never been to Spain. You've clearly never been to Belgium and you've not been to the Netherlands. But I'm beginning to doubt you've been to England, but we'll pretend that you have. I do believe you've
So
been to
where is my
Jamaica.
dad from?
I've no idea.
You have no
I've been to
idea,
Jordan.
really.
Have you ever been to Jordan? Went to Petra. That's fascinating.
No, I haven't been to Jordan.
Uh,
The only country I've been to in Asia is China.
I've never been to China. Where did you go in China?
Beijing.
All right.
Yeah, Beijing. I saw the Great Walls of China as well before I left.
Right.
Yeah. And these are things I did when I was when I wasn't with a lot of people. A lot of my adventure was alone, and I didn't like that. Now I want to have it with somebody, and I have you, so
You're
I
mumbling
eventually
again. I
go
can't
to
hear
regular
you.
places.
You're
A lot
mumbling.
of my adventures
You're mumbling
has
again. I
been
can't hear you.
when I was, single,
I'll
and
do
now
bloody
I'm no more
listen.
single.
You're mumbling
So
again. You're
I have a
mumbling
partner
again. You're
now, and I
mumbling
have
again. You're
you,
mumbling
and
again. I can't
yeah,
hear you. I can't hear
go
you.
to
I
regular
can't hear
places
you.
with
You're
you, and
mumbling
we're gonna
again.
have a good
I
time.
can't hear you. Shut up. You're mumbling again. I can't hear you. Stop bloody carrying on talking when I'm trying to say something to you. You're mumbling again. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
That's better, yes.
Okay.
Right, I'll tell
I
you
said I want to
something.
go.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson in how to have a conversation, right? Because you've got to 65 without knowing how to have a conversation. When you're talking to someone, if they've got something to say, you don't carry on babbling on as if the other person isn't even there. If they're trying to say something, they're probably for a reason, like they can't hear you for a start. So at least stop and listen to what they're saying.
Okay.
Right. Because it's very rude just to carry on talking and assume that the other person can hear you.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, so am I. Because you do it every time we talk.
I apologize, sweetie.
Yeah. So where have you been to in the States?
United States. I've been to about 5 states.
What do you mean about?
Yeah, 5 states.
Well, which ones have you been to?
California, obviously, New York, West Washington D.C. Been to Washington D.C. I've been to
Washington DC.
Pennsylvania.
Washington DC isn't a state, is it?
It is the capital. Okay, I'm gonna call it. It's a place. It is a city. Okay, it is a state on its own. If you check the United States, it is on its own.
Is it? All right. Well, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, California, New York, Washington, Texas.
And
Yeah.
and
Huh?
well, that's 4.
Yeah.
You said you'd been to 5.
Exactly.
So what's the 5th?
I can't remember,
You can't
but I
remember.
think yeah, I can. New Mexico. I'm gonna call it New Mexico because I feel like it's a Spanish region. You understand?
Yeah, yeah. You just thought you'd make up a 5th state because you spotted that. Being an accountant, I can tell the difference between 4 and 5. Magic, isn't it?
No, it is. I've been there just once.
Yeah. And you're going to call it New Mexico because it seemed like a good thing to say. But it might have been North Dakota.
I forgot about it. You can clearly see that I was thinking. I didn't.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it. So yeah, those are the 5 places I've been in the United
yeah.
States. What about you?
I've been to Florida and I've been to Alaska.
Alaska. I've never been to Alaska. I haven't even thought of going there because I've never even had a job there, like or a job request. That's nothing.
Yeah, well, I went on a
So
cruise with
how
my Albie after we retired.
a cruise?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I went on a cruise there with my Albie after we retired.
Okay, and it was a great time, obviously.
Oh, it was lovely. Yeah, you should go.
You gonna take me there?
No.
Why?
Well, why would I want to take you there?
Well, just for adventure's sake.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, you gotta have a bucket list because I don't want to be with you, or we don't want to be together, and we don't have anything to accomplish.
Well, I'd like to go to Australia.
So yeah, I want you to have a bucket list that you want you and I to go to places that you want you and I to explore.
Yeah, you didn't
And
listen
I
to what I
have
said,
mine.
did you? No, I didn't think you had.
What do you say?
Exactly. Just stick your fingers in your ears when you're talking to someone else so you don't have to listen to them.
Baby, take it easy on me, okay?
Right. So you didn't bother to listen when I told you where I wanted to go on my bucket list, did you?
Well, make it up. I have mine.
No, I don't have to make it up. I already told you I'd like to go to Australia.
So you wouldn't even want to go to a place I want to go to. Like, are you gonna tell me no and say you're not going?
Probably. You haven't told me where you want to go yet.
Huh?
You haven't told me where you want to go.
Okay, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Greece, and most especially, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to the Eiffel Tower.
All right, I've been there just for the day.
So you've been there before?
No, I just made it up.
You made it up?
Well, it's what you do, isn't it? You clearly didn't want to believe me, so I'll change my story. I'll just say the opposite. You can pick which one you want. Either I have been there or I haven't. Take your pick.
But I believed every word you said.
As I say, you can take your pick. I've either been there or I haven't.
How am I gonna know? I'm not God. I know only what you tell me.
Yeah, and then you question it. So clearly didn't like the answer I gave you. So if you want a different answer.
Well, what I told you is how I've lived, and I believed every word you told me about yourself. So yeah.
Right, so then there was no point in asking me, was there? If I tell you I've had
So
sausages for dinner, I don't expect you to say to me, "Oh, did you have sausages for dinner?" Oh no, I probably didn't. I probably just made it up.
have you had dinner yet?
Oh, don't be bloody ridiculous. It's 11 o'clock. But it's time I went to bed.
Yeah, you can choose not to have dinner. I'm not gonna beat you.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
what you eat?
I need to go to bed. I've had enough of you for one night.
Baby, you should be grateful we're talking, not saying am I a nuisance? Am I a menace?
Why should I be grateful?
Am I a menace? Am I a
Yes.
nuisance?
Yes, you are. Why should I be grateful?
So you're trying to call me like I'm disturbing you or what?
Why should I be grateful? I know I have to ask everything 3 times. That is actually the third time I've asked you. I'll ask it for the fourth time.
You
Why
should be
should I be
grateful
grateful?
because you're talking with your man.
Who said you're my man?
Really? Is that what you're asking me now?
Well, I asked you why you think I should be grateful that I'm talking to you. You obviously you think you're God's gift to the world, don't you? Not that you've sent up to
Didn't
the
we
world,
have a
but
good conversation?
Sorry?
Didn't we have a good conversation?
No,
We didn't have a good conversation.
no.
What can I do to impress you?
Stop lying and tell me something truthful.
Oh
But
shit!
not now.
I don't lie to you.
Well, of course, you bloody lied to me. You've never been anywhere near Dubai, that's obvious, and you've clearly never been to Amsterdam. You don't even know where it is. And you clearly didn't go skiing in that place, wherever you think it is, because you don't even know where that is either. And as for telling me that you went on a sea cruise round Belgium that was actually started in Antwerp and finished in Amsterdam, I mean, that's the biggest lie. Well, no, it's not the biggest lie of all, is it? Telling me you did your grades at school in England when obviously you didn't. So next time we have a conversation, try and think of something truthful to tell me. Or do some research before you start telling me lies, so that they sound a bit, even passingly believable would be good, wouldn't it? So no, I'm not. I don't feel grateful that I've been talking to a liar. But I feel I've wasted half an hour of my life. I'm not going to get back, to be honest.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. And I really have to go to bed now. My foot's starting to hurt. So I need to move, get it in a more comfortable position. Vanished one word after the call had ended. Wow! And then he called her again. Now what do you want? I really do have to go to bed. You don't want anything. You just called to give me the silent treatment, did you?
Hello, babe.
Now what do you want? I've got to go to bed. It's getting late.
Okay, so when are you sending the money?
Well, when you send me the bloody invoice, how many times do I have to say it? Just get them to give me a proper invoice with the proper payment details on, their real bank account, so I can send them the proper payment. If they're a reputable company, they'll give you a proper invoice with their bank account details on. If they're not a reputable company, then you should be buying your stuff from somewhere else.
But I've sent you all this before.
No, you haven't.
I have.
You've not sent me a proper invoice from that company with their proper bank account details on.
I did, but it was their Bitcoin.
Exactly, that is not a proper bank account. Do you know the difference between a bank account and some random Bitcoin wallet? I mean, I presume you
Don't call it
do.
random because you don't know it. You don't know how to operate.
Yeah, I presume you do know the difference between a Bitcoin wallet and a bank account. Yeah, I thought you probably did. So I need to go to bed, but we need a proper invoice from that company, a proper invoice with their business bank account details on, not some random backyard Joe who lives in Enfield or some random backyard accountant who lives 3 doors down the road from you. A proper business bank account, like all proper businesses have.
What bank account again? Jesus.
Yes, Jesus. I don't think Jesus has got a bank account. I don't think they've got them in heaven, and I don't think they had them in Bethlehem when he was born. But, if he lived in Israel now, he'd have a bank account.
If I had, you would have sent it to me directly. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll say it once more and then I'm going to bed because I've had enough of you for one night. If that's a reputable company, then they'll have a proper business bank account. We need the business a bank account, their business a bank account, so that we can send the money. If they're not a reputable company, then you're going to have to find another company to buy your
That
stuff
was
from.
Camille Trades. That was Camille Trade. That was the trade bank account.
No, it wasn't. That was some random bank account. That company has got an address in somewhere I can't even remember what their address was in the States. They're an American company, so they'll have a proper American bank account, business bank account, not some random backstreet Joe who's got a market stall in somewhere in London. But they'll have a proper bit, like if you buy something from Marks and Spencer, then they have a bank account in the name of Marks and Spencer. If you buy something from, I can't think of another company right now, if you get Fred Blogs and Co to come and fix your roof, they'll have a bank account in the name of Fred Blogs and Co. They won't have a bank account in the name of Frida Patel who lives in a different country. So
no, that's not how it is in my job.
I'm going to say it once more, and then I really am going to bed. If that is a reputable company, they will have a proper business bank account in their name in the United States. If they're not a reputable, shut up. If they're not a shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh, shut up, you moron! You're such a dickhead, aren't you? Right,
no,
I'll tell you when you can speak when I've finished. I'll tell you when you can speak. Right, you've got to listen before you can answer me. You've got to listen to what you've got to answer. All right. If they are a proper reputable company, they will have a bank account in their name. If they don't, shut up. I haven't finished yet. If they don't have a bank account in their name, then they are not a reputable company. In which case, you need to buy your goods from somewhere else. I'll say that again because I have to say everything at least twice. If they're a reputable company, they will have a proper business bank account in their name. If they don't have a proper business bank account in their name, then they are not a reputable company, and you need to find a proper reputable company. I'm not saying it again, and I've had enough of you for one night. I'm going to bed. Goodbye. As you can probably tell, I was starting to get ratty with him, and so I did what I said I was going to do and went to bed. Send the money to me, he said. I'll buy from a different supplier then. And tried calling again, but I'd gone to bed. Do you want me to send cash to Junior? She said the following morning. I could do that when Lola and Elizabeth come back. I think they said they're coming home on Thursday or Friday. I don't remember. And I'm still waiting for that loan document you said you were going to draw up for us. Perhaps you should call Lola and ask her how I can send the money. I'm getting very confused. And I want a proper invoice from your new supplier with proper payment details on. Don't get confused, he said. It has to have a date on it, and I'm not sure about any date right now. he said in reply to her saying she wanted the loan document. No, you're not sending to my supplier, but directly to me. I'll pay by myself. You don't need all that stress. Lola and Elizabeth told me they won't allow you send anything to me or my son, but you don't listen to me. They're doing a good job at that already, because you've been stressing me out for weeks now, and I'm tired. You have to do it yourself, or with someone you trust. Your kids aren't going to send me a dime. They don't like me. They think I'm replacing their dad. You don't like that fact. No confusion, said Denise. I'm waiting for the loan document. It was your idea to make it official, and I'm waiting for a proper invoice for the goods you want to order. Perfectly ordinary, normal business procedure that any company, anywhere, would have no problem with. I just contacted Center Hardware and Supply Company, Inc., San Francisco, California, United States, another supplier I use here. E&E will be disappointed in this type of business. My main question is, are you going to force your helpers to send the money? I beg your pardon? Said Denise. They're unspeakably rude. Yes, because they keep manipulating you that I don't need the money, which clearly I do, to work and get my ass out of here. I won't be sending anything until you send me that proper loan agreement. That was your idea. And you send me a proper invoice with a proper US business bank account. I think that's clear enough even for your brain to understand, and I'll not say it again. I can do all these, and you still won't send the money, babe. Oh, how right you are, pal. I know you. As usual, please feel free to moan, whine and complain to yourself like a baby. Our man took that as an invitation. You don't have to be abusive. It's the truth. I've done a million things you asked. You still find another you need. He tried calling. Can you go to the store? Or send Barbara there? Are you so busy? Can't we just talk about life? Must everything be fight against money? Are you there? He said a couple of hours later. Don't get confused. Just understand. It's easy. Yes, I'm here, waiting ever so patiently for that loan agreement and the business bank account details of your new supplier. I've just found another friend request from you from 2 days ago. How many accounts do you have? And why did you send me yet another friend request? I got the account with me, but I made orders today. My invoice will get my inbox this evening, with the bank attached. And so he sent her the details of a business account with Wells Fargo, opened in the name of a genuine business in San Francisco, but the bank account was in Beaverton, Oregon. Of course, I reported that account to Wells Fargo. I also reported it to the genuine business, who told me that they would report it to the SFPD. I don't suppose we'll ever find out what happens. The address that they were using in Beaverton is one of those mailing addresses that anyone can pay to use. Babe! I need a date you're sending the funds. I just got the invoice, babe. I need a date for the loan I'm taking from you. I'll send the invoice to you right now. It'll have to be after Lola and Elizabeth come home. I think they're coming home on Friday, so next Monday, the 15th of April. OK, but you have to know this supplier's price is quite higher. How much higher? $200 to $300. That's not very much. Yes, is it too dark to go to the store? Remember, Denise has a broken ankle. What on earth are you talking about? Junior told me something he needed. Oh, did he? What does he need? His phone bill this new April. You can get an Apple card at the store. And how on earth do you think I'll get that? That's what I was thinking, he said as the penny dropped. You can't get out. It's just $210, £175. That'd be bloody ridiculous. My grandchildren pay around £30 a month. Junior's a greedy, money-grabbing little toad. Exactly what I told him. He said he's on a large plan. Bollocks, replied Denise. Harsh. Is this how you'll talk to him? He's gonna cry, LOL. I've no intention of talking to the ungrateful, money-grabbing little toad. You emailed me, but forgot to attach the new invoice. Yeah, I'll send it now. It still didn't come through. It did, but about an hour later for some reason. Can you send it here? Yes. And so he sent a new invoice. And here it is. It's got that off-the-shelf mailing address at the top, the items he wants to buy, and the money mule address at the bottom. And just as an aside, because I decided to let it go, remember, our man has already claimed that he has £100 that Lola sent him. And then he sent a loan agreement. If you're looking at the screen, you'll see he unsent it, unfortunately for him. I downloaded it. "You can sign on it now," he said, "and I'll show you that loan agreement." I have no idea what the person who wrote it meant by place where loan is made, but you're going to love what it says at the end. "This agreement," it finishes, "is now in force!" Exclamation mark. Scammers love exclamation marks. Denise, of course, wasn't impressed. "No, I can't," said Denise. "Where did you even get that loan agreement pro forma from?" "My personal secretary." "Why'd you ask?" "Because, as usual, it's ridiculous drivel." "Oh, you've got a secretary now, have you? And how are you paying him or her?" "I don't. I need him when I need something like this, documents and files. Why'd you ask? Is it a crime to have someone like that in my life?" "I asked how you pay him. Weekly? Monthly? And I suggest you sack him if that's the level of ridiculous drivel he comes up with. I won't sign unless you send me a proper loan agreement." "I said I don't pay, because I don't need one in this job I'm on. I only ask him for a proper loan agreement between me and my woman." "Well, he didn't give you one, and I won't sign until he does." "I knew you'll act this way. You're not satisfied with anything. You're so right there, pal. Remember, I said yesterday that I could do all and you'll still find excuses. So what was that he sent? Are you seriously telling me that as an experienced businessman, you genuinely really think that's a proper loan agreement? I hope you're just joking." In the middle of the night, a man sent an upset face and another loan agreement. I won't show you all of it in case any scammers are watching and want to use it, but it's a standard off-the-shelf promissory note. "You can have that," he said. "I'm going to catch some sleep. I'm exhausted, babe." "Babe, I'm up now. How was your night rest?" "Hello. Barbara came round. She went home and printed the loan form and I've signed it. She sent it back to me by email and I think I've managed to send it to you." "I've seen it. Thanks, babe. I've been tired of being idle on this project." "Idle? Because you lost a few items of equipment? Why don't you just get on with other things?" "You kept on telling me to do this and that. You even made me decline a deal with some people. I like the fact that you're straightforward and knows what you want. I want you to go deep in your heart and trust me more than you've done, and know my words aren't just mere words, but rare words from my heart, Denise." And then a man who can't write a sentence that makes sense found a bit of copy and paste love bombing. "I know I can't give you the whole world, but I can promise you I will always love you. My heart is yours, and even though I know I'll make mistakes, I will never break your heart. I'll be right beside you as we chase our dreams together, and you will never have to wonder if I still care. I think about you all day long, and when I don't hear from you, my mind is consumed with thoughts of being close to you again." Well, thoughts of being close to her money. "When I hear from you and write to you, I feel like everything in the world is right, and I know I don't have to ask God for anything, because as long as I have you in my life, I have everything I could ever want. All I want to do is spend the rest of my life making you as happy as you make me, Denise." And look out for that, ladies and gentlemen, if the person that you're talking to online comes over all lyrical and sounds as if they're writing in a totally different style, there might be a reason for that. It's very possible that they've just copied and pasted something because they're love bombing you. Usually, after they've asked you for money, just stop and think about it if that's what's happening to you. Who are you really talking to? "Babe," he said a couple of hours later. "Yes?" "How's your health been? And I hope you read my messages. Tell me how you feel about me too. I'm curious." "My foot's improving. More slowly now. I'm hoping they can take the plaster off next week and put a supportive bandage on. I really don't know. You've told me lots of lies, and you seem incapable of spotting obvious, glaring, ridiculous errors when you're doing business." "Good. I'm glad you're getting better and better. Makes me happier. You make me feel and act young again. You've got to know that, LOL. I need to meet you to see if you're as incompetent as you make yourself sound. LOL. I am what you see here. Nothing more. I might even be more excited when we meet. I will like to hold hands, give a kiss, and feed your food in public. Are you against that? How old are you? 66 by November. Why? You're talking like a 17-year-old. You make me feel that way. Maybe because I've seen who I can feel comfortable around. I don't have to act and behave old. My body may be old, but my soul isn't. Can't I do that? 1 or 2 times? Are you shy? I prefer a man that talks and acts like a mature gentleman and not a lovesick 16-year-old. Lola left me this message earlier today. They're coming home on Friday.
Mom, hi, it's me, Lola. I love you. I called you earlier. You didn't pick up my call. I think you are with Barbara again. It's fine. Okay, we are in Dubai Mall. It's huge. This mall is huge. Absolutely fantastic. Amazing. You can't imagine. Oh my God. I bought bags. I bought shoes. I bought some clothes. For you, I bought something nice. For the kids. For Jan. I bought a gift for Barbara also. And yes, Lisbeth bought a lot of jewelry. And now she's buying a diamond ring with a huge diamond. So beautiful. Well, what I want to tell you is we'll come back on Friday with Emirates 3:45 departure time. Yeah. And we'll arrive in London. Let me check again the ticket. I just bought the tickets. In London at 8:15. Yeah, on Heathrow. I hope it will not be a delay or something. No, okay. Okay, I have to. Lisbeth is waiting for me. She wants my opinion about another ring. Oh my God. I love those rings. But I bought bags. I will not buy a ring this time because I bought a lot of bags. I know you will laugh. And Jan will laugh also. He doesn't understand me that I love bags. But it's okay. It's your son. Okay. Bye.
And in reply to her saying that she prefers a man that talks and acts like a mature gentleman, he said, I can be that, whichever you need. I was this, till I fell for you. Then I figured I have nothing to worry about no more. I face the fact that we're not kids, that I have to beat around the bush. More reason I go straight to the point. Everything in life happened for a reason. Being lonely for a very long time makes me wanted a companion and woman to share my feelings with. I was in search of a soulmate to spend the rest of our lives together when I met you in the most unpredictable way. I hope you know love is not about finding the right person, but creating a right relationship, as we are right now. From my experiences, it's not about how much love you have in the beginning, but how much love you build till the end. And of course you can find most of that online on various websites with love quotes. How many experiences have you had of building love, and how many ends have there been? 2 marriages. One failed without the special ingredients of a relationship. The other died. You may have needed a perfect person, but I'll say this. No one is perfect. Though it is right for us to learn from our mistakes, which makes you resisting and having a hard time trusting a man in your life. But you have to know, a relationship is all about trust, sincerity, and honesty, in uppercase letters. All this paramount fact must exist in a relationship before anything can work out of it. I'm a man of my word, and will always stand by my word. I'm a caring and loving man, open-minded and upfront in every aspect of a relationship and my life. Like you should know, Denise, love is a noble act of self-giving, offering trust, faith and loyalty. The more you love, the more you lose a part of yourself. Yet you don't become less of who you are. You end up being complete with your loved ones. Don't just love me, but show me. As food is needed for the body, same way love is needed for the soul. Food strengthens the body, while love strengthens the soul. I'm about to have my breakfast. Come eat with me. Homemade, he said, posting this photo of, well, I'll let you decide. Is that the best you can do? Said an unimpressed Denise. Cut up a sausage, add a jar of sauce and put it on spaghetti. Not the best, but I'm so hungry. No time, and I don't have you here to give me the best meals all the time. I'm done eating. I don't have much left on my personal storage for food. I'm running out, babe, but I'll have a sustainable $370 from someone owing me coming in by Tuesday, which I'll use in fueling my car and going to Santa Cruz too. But I can't wait on that. Please, I would like you to do something for me from your kind heart before God. I would like you to try and get to help me with some money, like £210.67, to get some foodstuffs personally. Do this for me from your own kind heart. I don't want to go asking workers for meals. It'd be embarrassing. I'd rather ask my girl. I have a list made up on Amazon Fresh Prime. I just need to pay for them. That's why you saw me eating that earlier. I'm trying to manage what I have currently. You can tell Barbara to help you buy an Amazon card of that amount at the store. I'm going to the gym now. Barbara went to stay with her daughter this afternoon. Use the £100 Lola sent your accountant. OK, not enough, but I'll add. Tomorrow, tell Barbara to help you get £110 at the store then. No, she won't. Tomorrow, you'll use the £100 you already have. How much food do you eat? And she won't be here, I told you. She's gone to stay with her daughter. Remember, babe, it's almost till next weekend. Oh, you eat more at weekends, do you? I'm getting a bit fed up with your constant demands for money. This was on a Wednesday. And as I'm making this, that line from the Elizabeth Barrett Browning poem leapt into my head. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways to ask for your money. I have no idea how many different ways he has asked for money. I haven't been counting them. LOL. Yes, I guess. Tell Barbara isn't even a polite request. It sounds like a demand. Easy, babe. I just spoke my mind. Maybe think first. It isn't even 2 weeks since I had an operation on my foot, and it's still in plaster, and I have to use 2 crutches to get around. Why do you even think I should go to a store? Have you sold that expensive watch you were bragging about? Go and pawn that instead of asking me to go out when I'm still struggling to get up and down the stairs. It's okay, babe. It's why I suggested Barbara. Okay, well, you know, we have a pending agreement. To find out how many more ways our man can think of to ask for money, and to find out what happens when Lola and Elizabeth get back from Dubai, you're going to have to listen to episode 21. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in Marcus Bayer, episode 21.